military veteran is any person who served for any length of time in any military service branch. We have several veterans that are teaching right here at Highland Middle School. It is now time to pay tribute to one of our veterans.
Hi, my name's Tate, and I'm on the Patriots team, and I'm here to interview Coach Hammonds. He's a veteran. He was in the U.S. Army for 3 years. And I have a couple questions for him. My first question is, when did you decide to join the Army?
Well, I was at the University of Louisville, and at the time I didn't think that I was ready for college, so midway through my first year of college I decided I was going to go to the United States Army. I wanted to continue to do things positive and be role models for my little brothers and little cousins, so at that point I decided I wanted to be in the Army.
Okay. Did you get to travel a lot?
I traveled to quite a few places. I did my basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And once I finished my basic training, I was sent to Fort Carson, Colorado. And I was there for the remaining time of my service. And in that period of time, I had a chance to travel to Fort Ord, California. And that basically encompasses all of my traveling in the United States Army.
Was it hard traveling to a lot of different places without really knowing anybody?
Well, when I first left to go to basic training, it was kind of scary leaving my mom and my little brother. But once I got there, I made new friends and got involved with a lot of things that I like to do back home, and I felt right at home wherever I went. I always made new friends, and it worked out great.
Did you have anybody with you that you kind of got to travel with the whole entire time you were in the Army?
No, it seemed like everywhere they sent me, it was always pretty much by myself, and I would just, again, make friends and try to make wherever I was at feel like I was at home.
What was your job?
Well, I did several jobs, but maybe the one that was most interesting to me was when I was the unit armor, and I was in charge of keeping up the maintenance of the small arms, weapons like 9mm, M16s, M60s, 50 cals. So that was probably the most exciting job that I had.
And what was the most memorable thing that you did with the Army?
Well, I had quite a few good memories, but the things that I think about the most up to this point in my life is just the friends that I met and the traveling and the places that I was able to go to.
Okay. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you next year.
Thank you.
Every year on November 11th, our nation pays respect to Veterans Day.
A day when we honor our military veterans and thank them for their service with solemn ceremonies and festive parades.
It's a proud day, filled with meaning for everyone who has served.
The great-grandfather at Iwo Jima, low-crawling in volcanic ash.
The uncle who overcame fear for his own life, fighting an unseen enemy in the jungles of Vietnam. The sister on the streets of Baghdad during civil affairs missions.
The friend scanning the valley below for the enemy from a mountaintop in Afghanistan.
Even higher still, the neighbor who patrols the skies.
Veterans Day is a time to hear the stories of combat and sacrifice from those who served our country, and each has a powerful story to tell.
We have another story to share with you. It's also a story of honor, integrity, and sacrifice.
Thousands of civilian volunteers, some without any direct connection to the military, are giving their time, effort, and resources in support of our veterans every day.
The World War II Memorial here in Washington, D.C. is the center of a grassroots effort happening all across this country. Volunteers for the Honor Flight Network want to make sure World War II veterans get a chance to experience this monument, built in their honor.
Volunteers help Vietnam veterans get the welcome home they so richly deserve, like here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Skilled volunteers help the charity Homes for Our Troops. Build brigades help lay the foundations for free homes to wounded veterans.
Colleges and universities all across the country partner with Department of Veterans Affairs to get veterans a quality education through benefits they've earned.
There are almost 100,000 volunteers across the country
who help take care of and connect with veterans in VA medical centers and facilities.
Thousands of American volunteers just like you are helping veterans in numerous ways. You can help too, and it's easy.
If you'd like to learn how to bring veterans into your classroom, or how to volunteer at VA medical centers across the country,
Or volunteer with veterans service organizations like we've outlined here,
visit our website at www.va.gov/OPA/VetsDay.
imagine the stories you will hear and the stories you will become part of.
Let's make every day Veterans Day, because we can never thank them enough.